everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Detroit Lions. Rodgers now on first down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he is knocked down from the side, right at the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Here's Rodgers to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now it's Rodgers escaping the pressure right. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. First carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Big hold of the 30. There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. And even 60 yards on the ground. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Looking to throw. He dumps it to Hyde. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, first and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On 1st down, Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? The first 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play action. They'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On second down, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. So out now come the Lions. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll make it third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now back to throw, and that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Lions on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And Tate's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Golden Tate is really effective when he runs slant routes, and it's a little different from what I normally see with guys. Typically, that slant route is those big body guys, isn't it, partner? You see those guys run inside, and it's hard for people to get through them. I think Golden Tate wins on his slant routes with sheer speed and audacity.
Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Blue landed. Gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Blue
to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 38-yard line. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first. Rodgers now on 1st down. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Adams. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So here come the Lions now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
No, check, Patriot. Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. The Raiders there have opened a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he fires one incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Leopard! Leopard! Now let's go! Back there! Leopard! Leopard!
They'll set up a throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And Hill with it over the middle. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some room to work. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Lions on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other guys.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
No.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Jake Ryan, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. You've got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Lions on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now the Notre Dame man. This is Theo Riddick. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Now Rodgers. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First and goal at the 3-yard line now. Now Jones. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, passes. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. It's a big play that time on the fake punt. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kenny Clark in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tate. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Detroit. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jake Ryan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Jones has it over the middle. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On the NFL scoreboard, fourth quarter now at Soldier Field. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And this is going to be incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, he took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. To throw is Rodgers. On target over the middle to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
A big play there. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going underneath for Gordon. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now a 1st down following that long gain. A toss play, Gordon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw here. And his throw is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and the people who really enjoyed this game, they're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Packers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.